Sports on Air.
To come down on top in the last couple of minutes, I just, they do. Meralco is so disciplined in the way they play. It's really hard to get them out of their tempo, and so you have to play at a matched tempo the whole way, and that's not really a comfortable tempo with us. We kind of developed into more of a freewheeling, more pass happy, get up and down the floor type of team, and they slow the game down to a grind, and so it just really comes down to each possession. Everything's riding on one possession throughout the whole game. You feel like if you blow one possession, you might blow the game. So it's really a possession by possession game at this point, and it's not the way we would necessarily want to play, but they're just so good at it that we are forced to play at that tempo. But hopefully as the series progresses, we can start finding the kind of rhythm that we want to play in. But for now, getting game one, grinding it out was a real testament to our guys. Still staying with it despite not playing the comfortable way they want to play. That Meralco is just so disciplined. They're incredibly disciplined, and but we threw out a lot of size at them and tried to take away a lot of their forays to the basket. Obviously Japeth had the game-saving block at the end of the game. It's really nice to see him do that defensively. He's done it so many times offensively, and he's also done it defensively, but that was really spectacular, that block at the end of the game, one-on-one with Durham, with a full head of steam and getting up and getting a hand on that shot. It was really a tremendous play, one of the best I've seen in a long time. But I'm not going to say it was a pretty game. It wasn't pretty, but it was exciting, and it was a struggle. It was a struggle all the way through. Struggle keeping our emotions in check, because they really frustrate you defensively. So anyway, fans want to see a good series. They're going to see a good series. This is going to be, like I said, I think this is just a taste of what we're going to see for the next 6 games beyond here.
What do you think of Joe Devance?
Well, Joe hasn't had a chance to play very much. Throughout the whole conference, he's been in and out of the lineup. Came off of major surgery, and but he added the size that we needed defensively, especially. And I think the more he plays, the better rhythm he'll have. I think he's struggling a little bit offensively, but he's such a smart, intelligent defender, and he's a smart, intelligent offensive player as well. He's not going to play out of his character. He's not going to do things that he knows he can't do. He's going to stay within his skill set offensively, and he's going to be a really smart, intelligent defender. And basically, that's what you have to be against Durham, because he's just too good. You can't just play him one-on-one. You've got to have scheme. Joe needs some things, the little things that Joe does that makes him so effective defensively. He's obviously not a athlete like Japeth, but he'll get the job done in a different way.
So in this series, you're not expecting Joe Devance to score?
Well, yeah. Well, I expect him to get a little bit better rhythm offensively. Right now we're down Jared Dillinger, we're down Art De La Cruz. None of those guys are available. Mark is coming off a major injury from a calf pull. Jeff strained his hamstring after playing 1 minute in the game. That's why he didn't play anymore, because he strained his hamstring. So, we're down a lot of guys, so we need guys to step up, and Joe is one of those guys. But, we're hoping that AJ will be more of a presence in the lineup. Prince could be valuable to us in terms of defending Durham. But we're going to have to get a little deeper into our lineup, because we got 4 guys basically in sick bay, 4 effective, rotation players that are in sick bay at this point. 4, did I say 4? Jared, Jeff, Art, Mark. Huh? Mark could have played today, but he was that would have been his first time. He only practiced the last couple of days, so he wasn't really ready either. But he could be a little bit more ready as the series goes on. So that really limits our guard rotation down to Scotty, Jeff, and Stanley. So hopefully those guys can get back into the series at some point.
Coach, you mentioned that fans can expect the same intensity in the next 6 games. So after winning game 1, you still see game 7?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think it's going to be a ping-pong affair. I think it's going to go back and forth. You know, one game allows you to believe in your game plan, and so you're not going to make too many adjustments to it. When you lose game 1, you kind of have to rethink your game plan, and so you're going to have to make adjustments. So the onus is on the other team. That's why you want to win game 1. And if you can find a way to win game 2, you know, find a way to win game 2 after winning game 1, now you have a 2-game lead, 2-0. And that's a big, you know, that's a big lead in a 7-game series. So that's why game 1 is so important in my mind, and why you always want to try to get this first game. You get ahead of the 8 ball if you win that first game. So it was, but I still think this is, like I said, I think this game is prototypical of what every game is going to be like. It may not be a 1-point game or a 2-point game, but it might be a 5 or 6-point game. But the tempo and the rhythm and the struggle for every possession, I think, is going to be the same all the way through the series.
Coach, Raymond had a big game. Raymond Almasan, how were you able to?
Yeah, he had a big game, but you know he needs to step up and have big games because you know Durham is such a threat. So you know we got to put our attention to him. So we're going to have to. Some of the other guys might have a big game. Newsom had a huge game tonight. He was tremendous, but you know, next game it might be Amer, and next game it might be Quinto, or someone coming off the bench, maybe a Maliksi. But you know, our attention is going to stay on Durham. It has to. You know, so someone else is going to have to pick up the slack, and they're going to have big games. That's something that we expect, and that's what being a team is all about. You know, 5 guys out there being a threat. Somebody's going to have a good night. Tonight was Newsom. He was awesome, really awesome.
Coach, the 3 players you mentioned, Baser, buong, but he didn't really have a good game.
Well, you can ask Norman about that. Don't ask me. You know, you can credit some of that to our defense and what we were trying to do. You can credit it to maybe some nerves. You know, we had some nerves on our side. Not everybody played great on our team. We had some guys who struggled tonight, and but that's why, again, why you have 5 guys out on the floor. Not everybody's going to have a great night every night. If you do, then it ends up being a 30-point win.
Thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified with our latest videos.